Hey y'all, what it do? I'm in my favorite place. I'm in the woods. So ticks are out. That's why I've got my, I think it's SPF 50 shirt, I think. And it also protects against ticks because I spray it with permethrin. Ticks are already out. It's only April. Do you see the look on my face? So if you're the type that goes wandering in the woods and you can't stand ticks because they're just straight up nasty, make sure you wear the proper clothes and make sure that before you put your clothes on, you spray with permethrin. I've talked about this before. It's in a tall can with a yellow label. There's probably different brands that have different colors, whatever. And permethrin, Permethrin, permethrin. And it does a great job. The military uses it on their troops, and it's a good thing to do. I'm going to talk to you about this shirt, okay? The shirt has a hood attached to it, so if I go deep in the woods, this is my go-to, right? It's got a hood. The hood is attached. This face deal right here is also attached, so that I could cover my entire face if I'm going in the woods, deep in the woods, and I don't want them on my skin, so I'll have as little amount of skin showing. All of this is attached, okay? This face part is attached. The hood is attached. All of it's attached. And I got it on Amazon. If you need to know the name of it, let me know, and I will look it up for you. But the fact that it's SPF Protect, I think it's 50 or 50 plus. I'm not sure. But that's a plus. And like I said, I spray it with permethrin to keep critters off of me. I don't spray this part because it's going to come in contact with my skin. But, light colors are the better way to go so that you can easily see if one of them is dumb enough to get on the material and then it goes, right, because they hate permethrin, and I love that they hate it. It's my favorite thing. So anyway, one of my subbies, I want to apologize to you if you watch this video, because you used to also watch me on Instagram, and I closed my Instagram account, and I apologize for not letting you know when I did it. I apologize for that. I got tired of them regulating what we can or cannot express. I got sick and damn tired of that shit, and I closed my account the same day. These platforms don't realize that without us, they don't have a platform. They don't. They just don't. So they kind of get a little big for their britches, and I realize that they're being controlled by the powers that be, so they have to put their foot on our neck, and it just gets old. And people are going to get tired of it, and they're going to start closing their accounts because they're just going to get fed up with it. And that's just the way it's going to be. So I apologize for not letting you know. You know who you are, girl. You know who you are. Anyway, and for those of you who support my channel, I always think the world of you. You know this. I think you're special. I think you're important. And I don't take you for granted. And you are the bomb.com. I mean, that's just the way it is. And if you're thinking about supporting, it doesn't cost a dime. So we'd love to have you join the family. Okay, so anyway, it's 70-something degrees. I think the temperature is trying to cool off even more, which is A-okay with me because I don't like heat anyway. All right? Okay, so let's get to the topic. Hi, babe. Stay. I said stay. No. He hears motorcycles and he goes crazy for motorcycles. Stay. Stay. They're all gone anyway. They're gone. You're okay. Go get a stick to play with. Go get a stick. Anyway, I said no. So anyways, Lee Hammock did a video today which is like so on point. You're okay. He did a video that's so on point, and he talked about how to not get back with the narcissist. Because a lot of times we're in denial. A lot of times we're stuck on euphoric recall, where you can only remember the good and you minimize the bad. This is going to set you up for failure because you're going to be tempted. You fall into this fantasy world and you're going to be tempted to go back. That is not what you want to do. Once a person reveals that they are a bad person, I don't mean you're a bad person just because you're a narcissist, so let's get that straight. You are a bad person when you deliberately hurt other people and you will not seek help. You will not go to therapy. You refuse to take an antidepressant. You refuse to take anti-anxiety, and you just won't go to therapy. You will not. You will not, you will not, you will not. That's what makes you a bad person. That you refuse to get help. And you take a lot more pleasure in ruining people because you're ruined, your head's in backwards, and so you're going to continue to ruin other people. That makes you a bad person. Okay? No more than a person with measles is a bad person. They have to get help for it, or smallpox, or chickenpox, or whatever. You have to get professional medical help. If you refuse, no. If you refuse, then that's worse than what's wrong with you. Get back here. I don't know where you think you're going. Thank you. Sorry, guys. When you're a parent, you got to watch the kid, and I don't trust what he's trying to pull. So get your ass back here. So anyway, yeah, euphoric recall will have you remembering only the good. And with a toxic person, they're going to make sure that there's good times because the good times entice you to stay with them. The good times entice you to stay with them. And it's not always going to be bad. And that's an excuse that you could also tell yourself. Well, it's not always bad. Of course it's not always bad. That does not mean you stay. You're risking your mental well-being. You're risking your physical well-being. And that's just not something you want to sign up for. And if their stress causes you high blood pressure, which could predispose you to heart attack or stroke because of the stress that they just refuse to stop, you are going to be in the hospital. And they're not going to come see you. I don't have gas money. I can't go see you. But they could go run and find more mistresses or more lovers. They got plenty of gas money for that. But for you, no. I'm not going to see you in the hospital. I'm not going to see you when you're in labor. I'm in a business meeting. I can't break away. They're going to put you through the meat grinder emotionally, spiritually, physically, all the way around the board, sexually. They're risking you having HIV. There's no cure for that. And if there is, it's not coming out because it makes too much money. The treatment just sucks in a lot of money, so there really is no incentive to have a cure, okay? Let's just keep it real. So there's no cure that we know of. And they're risking you getting that virus because they cannot be faithful. They will never be faithful if they're a narcissist or a sociopath or psychopath. All of them do the same thing. They cheat, they cheat, they cheat, they cheat. They lie, they lie, they lie. They steal, they steal, they steal, they steal. That's how they operate. That is their MO. That's never going to change, regardless of the intermittent breadcrumbs of niceness that they give you. That's not gonna, that's just not gonna continue. The evil is gonna override the good by a huge margin. By a huge margin, okay? So, I'm gonna try to remember to link his video. If I forget, it's Lee Hammock's video is how to stay away from the narcissist, or how to not get back with the narcissist, or something like that. He also talks about what I've talked about before too, which is super crucial. Write down the things that make you go, that's not what people do when they care about somebody. Write that shit down, because your brain will forget it. And you'll be stuck. As they say, you'll be stuck like Chuck. You don't want that, okay? You want to write it down. Anything that makes you feel weird, anything that makes you go, oh no. Anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, write it down, write it down, write it down. So when you're tempted to fall into euphoric recall in this imaginary world of cupcakes are growing on trees and Skittles are raindrops, when you're tempted to fall into that stupidness and you forget the evil, you've written it down. Go back to what you wrote. And that's a distinct reminder to stay away, not only from that person, but anybody who shows any type of negativity at all, especially in the beginning. Anything negative said towards you, anything negative attitude, anything like that is not something you want to sign up for, because happy people are not chronically negative. They're happy. We're happy most of the time. Okay? Healthy people are happier. Toxic people are not. Healthy people put their best foot forward. Toxic people put their fake best foot forward. That's not who they are. You know? So, I'm not going to make this video too long. I just want to remind you that life can be so much better if you stay away from toxic people. Do not do it out of loneliness because you're dancing with the devil. Don't do anything that you don't want your children doing. You don't want your children to be deliberately hurt unless you're a toxic parent. If you're a healthy parent, you want your children to be happy in their relationships and in their marriages. Well, you need to be happy also. You need to be happy also. And if you would never in a million years want your child to be involved with the person that you were involved with, the type of person that you were involved with, well, you shouldn't settle for that either. Because it's your responsibility to want the best for you and for your children. If you end up in a psych ward, that person, toxic person, doesn't care that they did that to you. They don't care that they did that to you, and they're going to lie to other people. Yeah, you know, Sally just lost her mind. I don't know what happened. It's just one day she decided it's a Tuesday, it's a good day to lose my damn mind. They ain't going to tell you the truth that they drove Sally to that point, or they drove Henry to that point. They're not going to say that. They're going to go in denial and lie like they always do, lie like a rug, and say, I don't really know what happened. Or they'll come up with some lame bullshit. So you got to want the best for yourself, and these people who are toxic are never going to give you the best. They're only going to give you small glimpses of laughter and small glimpses of joy, and all of it is, none of that is to be trusted. None of that is to be trusted. Once you see evil, that's who the hell they are. That's who they are. And like Maya Angelou said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Now on that note, much love. You guys take care.